Hello fans, collectors, investors, the YouTube card community, Iconic Al here. It's been a while since I posted on my channel. It was a very busy fourth quarter for me personally and just moved into my new apartment, as you can see, a couple months ago. I'm all settled. We've turned the page to 2025 and it is the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame season. So this will serve as my ballot for this year's election. This is my third ballot and my first year of eligibility. And I've really been touched by actually being nominated by quite a few channels already, which kind of amazes me because I haven't been very active with content in the last few months. I plan to ramp my videos up again here in the next few months. I have quite a few in the pipeline, but this video is not about me. This video is about honoring the channels that I watch, the channels that I believe are deserving of YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame induction. So let me first start by saying thank you to Mr. Mike Moynihan, baseball collector, the guy who started this whole tradition. I believe it was 8 years ago. Thank you, Mike, for conceiving of this, this and keeping it going for as long as you did. And to Jake, my buddy Jake of Legends Never Die, for taking that torch and running with that torch and upholding the tradition of the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame, a fun way for us to honor our peers that create content in this space. All right, so I have 10 channels that I'd like to highlight. And as I'm reviewing my nominations here, I've actually met every one of the 10 guys on my ballot, which is pretty cool. It says something about our community, I think. All right, so I had to put these in some kind of an order, so I'm just gonna start with most subscribers and go down from there. Number one, no surprise, Chris Sewell, baseball card collector, investor, dealer, in that order. A staple of the community. I don't need to say much more than what's already been said about him. A trusted member of the hobby, the community. The savvy that he has as a dealer and a collector, and the information that he shares on his channel is so valuable to everyone, myself included. And if there's anybody out there that hasn't found him, which is hard to believe because he has 69,000 plus subscribers, which is crazy for our space. That alone says something about what he brings to the game here. So that's all I'm going to say about Chris Sewell. He should be a shoo-in this year. All right, number two, a guy, Scott Baldwin of Scotty B Cards. A great dude. He focuses more on modern baseball, which is something that I love. Following the modern game and the players that will be relevant going forward into the future. It's a big part of my ranking list is following those guys and how they ascend, how their legacies are being shaped every year, and what kind of enduring collectability they'll have ultimately. And so Scott's channel gets at the very core of that, going deep into numbers, going deep into rankings of players, cards, the specific values of cards and what their prospects are into the future. So in the modern baseball hobby, I don't think there's a better channel than Scotty B Cards. He's got 29,000 followers or subscribers, but I think it could be much more. So in the modern world, I don't think we have a lot of modern channels in the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame right now, so he would be a good place to start. All right, number three is Dustin, the sports card dad. He brings that daily hobby pulse, that daily hobby news. I voted for him last year and I will continue to vote for him. There's nobody out there that's doing exactly what he's doing. And I think he just brings a daily hit of hobby content that I value. Even if it's not as important to me as all-time greats and the things that I collect, and me and Dustin don't overlap very much in what we collect, but that's okay. He does collect, and he's a real hobbyist. And he delivers daily content on whatever's happening in the hobby, which I value. And I think there is a place for that in the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. Dustin has 22,000 subscribers, which is really impressive. All right, number four, Mike of Junk Wax Hero. Again, a great hobbyist, a great channel. He does great storytelling on his channel, hobby news as well. He just does a lot of great running segments that, always pull me in. He just does a great job of presenting a topic, discussing a topic, discussing a news item. He has 11,000 plus subscribers, which is also very impressive. So Junk Wax Hero, you are a Hall of Famer in my eyes. All right, number five, Sports Cards Live, Jeremy Lee. This is another type of channel that does a lot of interview-based content, discussion-based content, long-form stuff. I listen to him a lot via podcast, but everything he has on podcast is also on YouTube. So yeah, Jeremy Lee brings a great dynamic of long-form entertainment. So I really value listening to his interviews and his long-form discussions while I'm working out or while I'm on a long road trip or something like that, because, you know, 1, 2, 3 hours long sometimes, but it's cool to just sit back and listen to a conversation about hobby stuff for a longer period of time. And that's where I think Jeremy Lee fills that perfectly for me. He's a great interviewer and he's very skilled at talking hobby and crafting those discussions. All right, number 6, Orlando, a collector's dream. You know, if John Mangini is the hobby president, then Orlando is the hobby mayor. You know, he is he is such an amazing man, very, very kind, welcoming, supportive to the hobby. He's on all the live streams, comments on all the videos. What can you say about Orlando? he fits the bill of a first ballot Hall of Famer in my mind. So it's just a matter of time until we count up the votes. But I think Orlando, shoe in. And he's got 3,000 subscribers. Amazing. All right, number 7. Oh, also thank you, Orlando, for doing that cameo on my Babe Ruth countdown video and really adding some punch to my my finale. All right, number 7, Adam of Splendid Sports. I mean, this guy, his collection, Mantle, Pedro, Brady, Bird. I mean, this guy, what a collection he has, what a great enthusiasm for collecting. He helped me out on my Pedro Martinez countdown video, so thank you, Adam, for doing that. But this guy, his savvy in creating websites has really been a boost to a lot of hobby websites and newsletters, and just his knowledge of media, I think actually adds a big cog in the YouTube sports card landscape. So in so many ways, Adam of Splendid Sports complements this community, so that's no doubter in my mind. Number 8, Sammy Thunder. He has almost 3,000 subscribers and again, brings a great knowledge to the hobby. He's a collector, he's a dealer. I really value his insights. The things he collects are the more rare and obscure, which is always really interesting to see when he shows rare, obscure items. Mathewson, Tom Seaver, he's a New York guy. So I love Sammy. I met him in person a few times now, and he never disappoints, you know. I have all of his cards. I'm not gonna show the cards. I had them out to show them, but I don't want this video to go longer than 10 minutes. So Sammy, you got my vote, 100%. Okay, number 9, we have the Dynamo of YouTube, the spark plug of the YouTube community, I'd say, Double D, Dylan. I mean, Double D vintage, unbelievable. Just the energy that you bring to YouTube could never be replaced or replicated. You are your own man, you are your own person, and that's the thing that I respect the most about you. I mean, hell, you grade your own damn cards. So kudos to you, my friend. You have kind of been able to find your joy in the hobby, and really that's what it's all about. Finding your joy, finding your passion, and you've been able to translate that through the camera of a phone on a weekly basis to the rest of us, which all I can do is say thank you. Because we kind of feed off that energy, I think, as a hobby, and we're just very thankful for you. Okay, Double D. And then finally, last but not least, Eddie of Eddie's Cardboard Chaos. This guy is the kind of guy that you're going through a tough time in life, and he's the guy that reaches out and says, hey, is everything good, man? Like, how you doing? Haven't heard from you for a while, you know? And that's the beautiful thing about this community. You know, you might go through times in life where you're dragging a little bit, or just not into it, you know, going through a little lull. Eddie's the kind of guy that reaches out, checks in on you. And that's all I need to say about the kind of guy that Eddie is. But yeah, he's a TTMer. He's a Ricky Henderson guy. He's a Seattle Mariner guy. And I'm not a TTMer, but I like to live vicariously through his videos and kind of see what he's doing. And I really appreciate him as a hobbyist and as a human being. So Eddie of Eddie's Cardboard Chaos, thank you, sir, for your service to this community and who you are as a human being. So, okay, and that's it. I mean, those are my 10 picks. This was hard, but but I can say that those 10 picks, in my eyes, are no doubt Hall of Famers. And my only regret is that only 5 of them can be elected. So we'll see what happens. But I'm pretty sure that hopefully someday all 10 of them will be Hall of Famers. They just all can't be Hall of Famers this year. But again, thank you. I was able to keep this under 10 minutes, so mission accomplished. Thank you to Jake. Thank you to Mike Moynihan. And until next time, everyone, keep collecting and stay iconic.